Well, let's bring in Necdet Ozcelik from Ankara. He's a researcher on terrorism and insurgency and the security director at the SETA Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us. Firstly, can you describe to us the threat that the Feto terror group now poses to Türkiye despite efforts over the years to defeat them?
Yes, as you mentioned in the previous covers, this terrorist organization is quite unique to itself because it has a very long history in Turkish security realm and space. So it had invested more than 40 years to instill its influence in different segments of the society, the state institutions, and so on. So in this sense, yes, there has been a wage of purge against the Feto members from different segments of the state institutions. However, it's not that easy to get rid of the Feto legacy, let me say, the terror legacy of Feto in Turkish society. They still exist in social space. So in this sense, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get rid of the Feto's ideological influence in social space, as I mentioned. Moreover, this organization is affiliated with the multiple intelligence agencies, especially from the Western countries, let me say in that sense. And this organization now has a diaspora in the United States, in Germany, and some other European countries at the same time. So they are not affiliated with the intelligence agencies alone, but they are also affiliated with the different groups, just like the PKK diaspora, let me say, in European countries, or some other conventional threats to Turkish security. So these are also having some sort of convergence in order to create public diplomatic pressure on Turkish international relations, as well as the Turkish security activities and Turkish influence in the certain geopolitical areas. So they still exist, and we cannot say that Turkey has already got rid of the existing Feto threat.
We're watching pictures now of a wreath-laying ceremony outside of the Turkish parliament in Ankara. Can you describe to us the role that Turkey's lawmakers have played since that day 7 years ago? What actions have parliamentarians and lawmakers taken in order to safeguard Turkey's democracy following that failed coup attempt?
Yes, first of all, on the night of the coup attempt, so all the lawmakers, they were very keen on to stay at the parliamentarian building, just calling for solidarity, calling for the resistance against the coup attempt. And this was a very strong message to the public. And soon after, President Erdogan called the people into the streets and in the city squares. So the solidarity from the parliamentarian side also very supportive of this resistance against the pushes to have a success at the end. So if you remember, there was an AK party member who was at the desk and was making a speech at the General Assembly ground. And at the right time of his speech, so there was an F-16 dropping two bombs nearby the parliamentarian building. So he definitely took the initiative and did not let the other lawmakers to get into the shelters, and he kept them to stay in the parliamentary ground and to show the solidarity with the people, with the president, and with the other state institutions. This was a very strong message. But after that, we have seen after the coup was was not able to achieve its objectives. And then we have seen the parliamentary took some initiative about the transformation of the state institutions. And in this sense, especially transformation in the security architecture in Turkey played an important role of intra-institution cooperation and solidarity at the same time. So this helped to get rid of the remaining Feto members from the state systems in the state institutions.
Okay, Necdet Ozcelik, we'll just leave it there for now because we're going to cross